Line looks good. Gates open, they're racing in the final event, making the grade Rocheville from inside alleys both begin well. So did Miazza, who's on the move. Tessa Turn, Handy settling down, and then Alataka getting back to fifth. Around the outside, Sunset Star improves around. Look at him go, and more out for the last one. So working to the 1,300 metre mark and making the grade, gets a soft lead now and steadies in front, a length in front of Miazza as they work to the back. Sunset Star's on the improve. The roughie around the outside to put the pressure on. Rocheville gets a nice run fourth, and then Tessa Turn one off the fence. Just at the grab hold there, Gladwin. He just got inconvenienced for a stride or two. Look at him, goes back third last then from Alataka, and more out for the last one. Would be spotting 7 down the back inside the 1,000, where making the grade just extends again. Shows out a length and a half now to Sunset Star, who settles up in second spot now. Rocheville's had the soft run third, Miazza fourth, Tessa Turn fifth, working off the back, a length back Alataka. Look at him, goes back second last, more out for the last one. So making the grade, working to the 6, shows out a length in front of Rocheville, who's about to apply the pressure. Sunset Star looks to be under pressure. Miazza coming around the outside, Tessa Turn improves, Alataka, look at him go, trying to stay in touch, and more Alpha's starting to close along the inside. Plenty of hopes, working to the 4, making the grade, shows out. Rocheville comes up on its outside. Miazza's been pushed along, so Alataka, Tessa Turn looks to be battling. Look at him go, gets to the outside. Sunset Star and more Alpha well back, but making the grade, runs inside the 2. He's 2 in front. Rocheville, Alataka, Miazza not getting there at the moment with Tessa Turn, but making the grade, doing it well inside the 100. Kicked away 2 in front. Alataka, Rocheville for the Miners, but making the grade, too good. Wins it by 2.5. I'd reckon Alataka just grabbed the second in front of Rocheville, Miazza, and fifth in the event, more Alpha. Well back, Tessa Turn. Look at him go, didn't come on, and Sunset Star, the last one home to bring us home, and 2 making the grade, back in the winning circle this afternoon. Gary Clark having a strong day, and Paul Denton, he's territory legend, and he's been able to control that in front this afternoon. Paul Denton at his very best. Got it to suit. They were there to attack coming down the side. They were starting to close, but he just was able to give that horse a nice little settler in front. The outsider in the field, Sunset Star, going up and applying some pressure. Not so much pressure, but just worked up to just keep the pace quite genuine in front. But it was Paul Denton at his very best, and he's making the grade home in good fashion. Number 2, 5-year-old Bay Gelding, I Am Invincible, Duchess Drive, owned by the Magic Bloodstock Racing Syndicate, managed by Peter Tye. And of course we'll see these colours on the weekend with the great Winks in a greenhole, Mrs M.T. Greenhole, Greg Radley, Mrs J Radley, Ron Duffy, Mrs C.A. Duffy, Glenn Munsey there with Mrs D.L. Munsey, Leanne and Pete Montgomery, and B.A. Cooper, A. Allison, Michelle Graham and Scotty Leckie, all in the ownership. So plenty of racing royalty in that lot, and Paul Denton rides it for Gary Clark, who's had a good day this afternoon. Second goes to 7, Alataka, getting up on the rail. So numbers confirmed. Second, 7, Alataka. Third goes to 5, Rocheville. And fourth to number 3, and that was Miazza. So 2, 7, 5, 3. Fifth goes to 4, and that was More Alpha. Second, 7, Alataka, a 7-year-old chestnut gelding, Wanted Jubilant Spirit, trained by Phil Cole, Sonia Wiseman. And third gone to 5, Rocheville, a 4-year-old bay gelding, Helmet Parawi, for Carl Spry, who rode and trained. The winner returns, making the grade. He won back here on Melbourne Cup Day. He's been around the mark since. And that's win number 4 now from 14, and prize money getting up over the $50,000 mark. And Paul Denton, he was just too good for him today in the final event.